In this video, we are going to see pivot table. Then what is pivot table? Pivot table is mainly used for analyzing long list of information, or it can be large amount of data. Then let's see what is this pivot table. Pivot table is a table of statistics which summarizes the data from the more extensive table. This table can be from database, spreadsheet, that is Excel, or business intelligence program. This summary might include summation or totals, averages, or it can be any other statistics where pivot table will do the grouping together in a meaningful way. Apart from that, pivot table will help to summarize data very faster and in a easy way. Pivot tables are used for processing of data. Apart from that, pivot tables are one of the most important feature in case of Excel. Pivot table allows us to, that is, allows the user to extract the significance from a large detailed data set. Then what is the difference between normal table and pivot table? In case of normal table are fixed, whereas pivot tables are flexible. Normal table gives us only the entire data, but pivot tables will give the summarized data. But when we go for creating a pivot table, at least one column in that table should contain number type of data. In the same way, when we go for creating pivot table, it should not contain any blank row or blank column. These tables can be generated or created in very few seconds. Pivot tables are also used to summarize, sort, reorganize, group, count, total, or average data stored in a table. It also allows us to transform columns into rows and rows into columns. It allows the user for grouping by any field, that is nothing but column, and make use of advanced calculations on them. Now let's see the areas in pivot table. There are 4 areas are available. The first one is rows area, the second one is columns area, the third one is filters area, and the last one is valifs. Coming to the first one, rows area. In case of rows area, the headings to the left of the values area will make the rows area. The second one is columns area. The headings at the top of the values area will make the columns area. The third one is filters, that is nothing but filter area or filters area. Filters area is an option which allows the user to use further drill down or pull down in the data set. And the last one is valifs, that is nothing but where this is mainly used for performing calculations. Here we have the snapshot. Once we take the table to the pivot table, these are the 4 areas which will appear. I think so all can see here. The filters we have, then besides to that we have columns, then down we have the rows, and at the bottom right hand side we can see here the valifs. Just we have to select which columns are to be taken for the which particular area. But where we have the valifs, this will take only the column where we have number type of data, because this is mainly used for performing calculations. Here we have a snapshot where the pivot table comes in Excel. Here for this we have to go for Insert tab, Tables group, then here comes out with the pivot table. Once we just click on this arrow, we will be having a pull down list where we have pivot table and pivot chart. If we select pivot table, only pivot table report will be generated. Suppose if we go for pivot chart, both pivot table and as well as pivot chart reports will be generated. Next, again we have a snapshot here. Once we click either on pivot table or pivot chart, then in that case this will be the snapshot where we have to select the table or the range. We have to select where it is available, whether it is available in the current worksheet or whether we have to go for external data source. Then comes here with the other option or other parameter here, that is pivot table report to be placed where. There are two options are available, whether to be placed in the new worksheet or in the existing worksheet. New worksheet in the sense it will go for the same Excel file in a different or a new worksheet. The pivot table and the pivot chart will be placed. Suppose if I just select for the existing worksheet, in the current worksheet itself where the source data is nothing but long list of data from which we can create or we can generate pivot table. Then we can select, this indicates that user can select either for new worksheet or existing worksheet, and later they have to click on OK. Once this is done, then later again here comes out with the next dialog box here. In this particular dialog box, here we have the list of field names or column names are available. We have to select the particular field or the column name and we have to drag to this 4 different areas. Once this is done, later the pivot table report will be generated. Before we start working on pivot table report, make sure that in Excel worksheet, the table which is created by the user is well prepared for creating or generating pivot table report, right? The same way, when we create pivot table report, each column of the source data is nothing but a table, that is a normal table which is prepared by the user. Here source data is nothing but long list of data from which we can create pivot table. Each column of the source data becomes a field that we can use it in the report. Fields summarize multiple rows of information from the source data. Names of the fields for the report will come from the column titles or the column headings which are provided by the user in the table or in the source data. Before we go for generating this particular pivot tables or pivot charts, see that it should contain repeated data. Repeated data has to be available in the normal table, right? In the same way, remaining rows below the headings, that is column headings, should contain similar items in the same column. For example, text should be in one column, numbers in another column, in the same way dates in another column. In other words, a column that contains number should not contain text and so on. In the same way, finally, there should not be any empty columns within the data or within the table or within the source data which are used for making or for creating pivot table report. Now we will see the pivot table charts. Charts can be automatically created from the pivot table data, and they are useful for reporting, that is management reporting or for presentations. Suppose if we make any changes in the pivot table data, automatically pivot charts will be changed. Pivot table charts are completely dependent on pivot table data. Now we will see the practical part of pivot table and pivot charts in case of Excel. Now let's see the pivot table example. This table consists of 4 different columns. The first one is month, the second one is subject, the third one is student name, and the last one is score. When we see this particular table, this table, or even we can just call here the source data also. When we see this particular table, we can see a repeated data is available, right? Okay, before we convert this particular table or this particular source data into pivot table or pivot charts, let me explain regarding about this particular table. In school, every month a test will be conducted for all the subjects and for all the students. Right now here we have taken only for 3 different months and for 3 different students. And the subject is for English, Maths and Science, and their score for different month. And the student name, we have taken 3 different students, Akshata, Aishwarya and Aruna. Right? Okay. Now we will go for insert tab, tables group, and here pivot table. Let's go directly for pivot chart, because via pivot chart we can create or generate both pivot table and as well as the pivot chart. Just click on this one. Then select the table range. Just click on this collapsible button. Select the entire table. Then click back on the collapsible button. Then here it will ask you where we have to place the pivot table and pivot chart to be placed. Let's better go for having it in the new worksheet. Then click OK. Right now this is available in the sheet 1. Correct? When we see this one, it is totally blank, right? Actually, this is pivot chart, which is blank, and this is pivot table. On the other hand side, we can just see here the field list is available, and there are 4 different columns, right? This we have to drag and we have to place in the different areas. Let's go here. Just take the score to the values area. Then student name we will take to the report area. Subject we will take to the legend area. Then the last one we will take here to access fields. Right? Think so. We can just see here the pivot table is available, as well as we can see here the pivot chart. Once it is taken to different areas, later this can be closed. Now we can see the report of all the 3 students here. Suppose, think that we have to see the report of a particular student. In that case, just go back to student name and here click on this arrow where we will be having a pull down list. Just select for Aishwarya and click OK. Right now we can see only Aishwarya's result for all the 3 subjects and for 3 different months. When we see this one, we can see for English for 3 different months, we can see even the grand total. Suppose only for the Jan month, we have to see the summation or the total of 3 different subjects, that is English, Maths, Science for a particular month. That also can be seen here, right? Automatically even the pivot chart or pivot chart will be changed automatically here, right? Okay, let's see back here with the Akshata, the second student here. Click OK and we can see right now it is totally changed. The filter is done right now on the student name. For that sake, we can see here the filter icon will come down here. Just click back on this one. We will see for the last student, that is Aruna. Then click OK. Right now the report has been changed and automatically we can see here the pivot chart or pivot chart is automatically changed here. Okay. Let's go back to the subject here. Just click on this one arrow. Let's see only for two different subjects. In that case, select all, remove this check mark. Then right now select only for maths and then science. Then click OK. Right now the filtering is done on the subject. For that sake, we can see here the filter icon has come down. We can see only right now two subjects, that is maths and science, and we can see the total for each month, right? Okay, go back to the subject. Right now select all, then click OK. Right now we can see for all three subjects. Okay, let's see only for a particular subject. In that case, just go back to subject. Then right now we will see only for English. Then click OK. Right? Even the pivot chart is automatically changed here. Right? Okay. Right now go back to subject. Then right now we will see only for English and maths. Just do the check mark on this one, then click OK. Right now we can see only for English and then maths for three different months, right? Okay, let's go back to month. Here in case of month, we will see only for a particular month. Remove the check mark, that is from select all. Then select only for Jan and Feb. Then click OK. Let's see right now for only 1 month. Let's go back to month. Then select here only for Jan. Then click OK. Right now we can see here the filter data is available, and we can see here the pivot chart Jan month and subject is English, maths, and the student is Aruna, right? Let's see right now for all the three subjects. Then select all, click OK. Yes. From this pivot table reports, we will come to know that we can see the summarized and analyzed data, right? Okay, right now let's see for all the 3 months. Select all, then click OK. The same way even we can change the student name also. It can be taken for Aishwarya, then click OK. When we do the changes in pivot table, automatically the pivot chart will be changed. From the pivot table, apart from performing only totals or summation, we can perform even other types of calculations. In that case, we have to go back to Options tab. Here we have to go for Show or Hide Group. In this, we have to select here for Field List. Click on this one. Then go back to ValFs area. Then click on this arrow. Select here for Value Field Settings. Click on this one. Default calculation is sum. We can select even for other functions like sum, count, max, min, product, or it can be any other function like count numbers or standard deviation. Right now let's select for average, then click OK. Automatically this will be changed, right? It can be for 3 subjects for a particular month, or it can be for 3 months in a particular subject. We can see here the average, right? Let's go back here. Right now we will see for the other function, that will be max. Max indicates here maximum, then click OK, right? 87 indicates that in Jan month for 3 subjects the highest score is in English. Suppose if we are seeing for 3 months in a particular subject, in that case Jan, Feb, March for English, 87 will be the highest. In case of maths it is for March. In case of science it is in case of March, right? Go back to valifs area, click on this arrow, then value field settings. Then let's go back for the default one, that will be sum, then click OK. Now we will see how to display pivot table report for two different functions. Right now we can see only one function, that is sum. The same way I would like to see sum and as well as the average, or it can be maximum, or it can be product. In that case, how this can be done? Let's go back. Here where score is available, just click on this one, right click, right, then select here for add to valifs area. Right now there are 2 are available, correct? 2 are available. Then let's take one for sum, the other one let's take here the average. Click OK. Now we can see here total sum of score, total average of score, correct? This completes the practical part of pivot table. Keep watching the video series which are uploaded on the channel. Thank you. Have a nice day.